The reason I chose Michigan State University is first and foremost because of the people that are here. They're world-renowned when it comes to sport and exercise psychology, in terms of speaking all over the world and doing valuable research and practice when it comes to helping youth athletes. Secondly, I came here because of the University Distinguished Fellowship and everything that would sort of funding would allow me to do over the course of 5 years. When I first came here for the fellowship, I basically had a full year where I wasn't thrown into a teaching role. So I could devote all of my time, energy, and resources getting involved not only in research but also in the community. So my first year here, I sort of dove into a community project where we were helping youth athletes who were going to be, they were either current or future captains, develop really valuable leadership skills, and I started a line of research that I've carried out throughout my entire Michigan State career here, doing that kind of work because I was able to have the time and the energy and the resources to do that my first year without all of those teaching obligations. Then in my 5th year, I was able to do a really good dissertation looking at disordered eating in figure skaters. But again, I was able to travel over 5 or 6 states because I had that time allowance to be able to really get good data. And the University Fellowship allowed me to do that, again, because of the lifted teaching obligations. My advisor is Dr. Dan Gould, and here he is the director of the Institute for the Study of Youth Sports. And basically that is a small organization that is housed within the Department of Kinesiology at Michigan State. And basically what we do is we devote all of our time and our energy and our resources to promoting positive youth development through sport and making sure that youth who choose to participate in athletics, that they're reaping all of the benefits from that experience. And also we're doing a good job of minimizing the detriments of that experience when they're possible. So my research has sort of approached positive youth development through sport from 2 perspectives. Number 1, being a life skills perspective. So from that perspective, I've sort of looked at youth leadership through sport and how to develop captains and really utilize that experience to develop good leadership skills. Because more now than at any other time in our history, we really need good youth leaders who are going to be able to carry out that leadership capacity over the course of their life. The second perspective I've taken to my research is health. So I was a figure skater, I was also an ice hockey player, and I've sort of really noticed a drastic difference in those sports when it comes to body image, eating and exercise habits. So for my dissertation research, I sought to sort of understand how figure skating participation can really sort of influence those attitudes and behaviors. One of the things that I found was that although some youth are obviously negatively affected when it comes to body image, eating, and exercise, the vast majority are in fact reaping a number of positive benefits which we wouldn't expect. So really my research is aimed towards understanding how we can make sure that kids are reaping the benefits that they can from their youth sport experience. Okay. I think that my research could be built upon in a number of ways from the youth leadership development and athletes perspective. One of the things that we're trying to do is really train the trainers, so educate coaches on how to then help their athletes develop those leadership skills, because obviously there's not enough of us to go out into the community and teach every youth athlete how to be a good leader. So really sort of taking that, our findings from the research that we've done, and sort of being able to train coaches on how to do that and really sort of make this sustainable change. In terms of the eating and exercise research, what I'm hoping is that programs can be built that will educate coaches about how to talk with their athletes about weight, eating, and exercise. So really coaches have the most contact with their athletes, so I think that coaching education is a really important venue for us to talk to them about how to not only develop life skills, but also talk to them about things like nutrition and physical health, things that are really going to be able to not only sustain them through their youth sport participation, but over the course of their lifespan. My future career plans are twofold. Number 1, I'm going to be an assistant professor at the college at Brockport, which is a part of the State University of New York system. There I will have a 3-3 teaching load, so I'll be teaching 3 classes a semester, but I'm also expected to maintain my line of research, which I'm really thrilled about. And the second part is I'm very much involved with service, and I owe a lot of that to the paradigm that we at the Institute for the Study of Youth Sports really work from. So I would like to sort of develop some community projects, whether it's a captain's leadership training program or something about health education for a figure skating community or a gymnastics community or any athletic community for that matter. And I also do some individual work with athletes on performance enhancement. And I do that from a life skills perspective. So in enhancing their performance, I also try to help them build some life skills that will help them over the course of their lives.